Blackwood Farm by Anne Rice. Lestat. If you find this letter in your house, in the Rue Royale, and I do sincerely think you will find it, you'll know at once that I've broken your rules. I know that New Orleans is off limits to blood hunters, and that any found there will be destroyed by you. And unlike many a rogue invader whom you have already dispatched, I understand your reasons. You don't want us to be seen by members of the Talamasca. You don't want a war with the venerable order of psychic detectives, both for their sake and ours. But please, I beg you, before you come in search of me, read what I have to say. My name is Quinn. I'm 22 years old and have been a blood hunter, as my maker called it, for slightly less than a year. I'm an orphan now, as I see it, and it is to you that I turn for help. But before I make my case, please understand that I know the Talamasca, that I knew them before the dark blood was ever given to me, and I know of their inherent goodness and their legendary neutrality as regards things supernatural. And I will have taken great pains to elude them in placing this letter in your flat. That you keep a telepathic watch over New Orleans is plain to me. That you'll find the letter I have, no doubt. If you do come to bring a swift justice to me for my disobedience, assure me, please, that you'll do your utmost to destroy a spirit which has been my companion since I was a child. This creature, a duplicate of me, who has grown with me since before I can remember, now poses a danger to humans as well as to myself. Let me explain. As a little boy, I named this spirit Goblin, and that was well before anyone had told me nursery rhymes or fairy tales in which such a word might appear. Whether the name came, the spirit himself, I don't know. However, at the mere mention of the name, I could always call him to me. Many a time he came of his own accord and wouldn't be banished. At others, he was the only friend I had. Over the years, he has been my constant familiar, maturing as I matured and becoming even more skilled at making known to me his wishes. You could say I strengthened and shaped Goblin, unwittingly creating the monster that he is now. The truth is, I can't imagine existence without Goblin, but I have to imagine it. I have to put an end to Goblin before he metamorphoses into something utterly beyond my control. Why do I call him a monster? This creature who was once my only playmate? The answer is simple. In the months since my being made a blood hunter, and understand I had no choice whatsoever in the matter, Goblin has acquired his own taste for blood. After every feeding, I am embraced by him, and blood is drawn from me into him by 1,000 infinitesimal wounds, strengthening the image of him, and lending to his presence a soft fragrance which Goblin never had before. With each passing month, Goblin becomes stronger, and his assaults on me more prolonged. I can no longer fight him off. It won't surprise you, I don't think, that these assaults are vaguely pleasurable. Not as pleasurable to me as feeding on human victim, but they involve a vague orgasmic shimmer that I can't deny. But it is not my vulnerability to Goblin that worries me now. It's the question of what Goblin may become. Now I have read your Vampire Chronicles through and through. They were bequeathed to me by my maker, an ancient blood hunter who gave me, according to his own version of things, an enormous amount of strength as well. In your stories, you talk of the origins of the vampires, quoting an ancient Egyptian elder blood drinker who told the tale to the wise one, Marius, who centuries ago passed it on to you. Whether you and Marius made up some of what was written in your books, I don't know. You and your comrades, the Coven of the Articulate, as you are now called, may well have a penchant for telling lies. But I don't think so. I'm living proof that blood drinkers exist, whether they are called blood drinkers, vampires, children of the night, or children of the millennia, and the manner in which I was made conforms to what you describe. Indeed, though my Maker called us blood hunters rather than vampires, he used words which have appeared in your tales. The cloud gift he gave to me so that I can travel effortlessly by air, and also the mind gift to seek out telepathically the sins of my victims, as well as the fire gift to ignite the fire in the iron stoves here that keeps me warm. So I believe your stories. I believe in you.